For the longest time, I was silent. I wouldn't let myself speak up. I wouldn't stand up for myself. It was embarrassing. This was my freshman year of high school, sophomore year of high school, right around that time. Before I had real friends, before I was really confident in myself, before I was working out, I was uncomfortable. I was shy. I was fearful of what other people thought of me. I remember one time in high school, it was my English class, and I get up in front of the room to speak about my poster that had interests of mine on there. That was our project. So I get up in front of the room and I go to speak, and I'm looking at everyone and I'm like, I can't say anything. I can't even get a word out. All I could think of was what people are going to think of me when I get up in front of the room. And I quickly rushed back to my seat, sat down, they moved on to the next person, and that was that. But I told my teacher after that class, I said, please never call on me to do any public speaking, any speaking in front of the room or reading out loud, anything that's going to put the attention on me, do not call on me for that. So she didn't. In all of high school, I didn't speak in front of a room, didn't have to do any presentations, nothing. I was so afraid of what other people thought of me. I was so skinny. I was like 130 pounds, 5'10", 5'11" in high school, and was just a twig. So you could see as to why I wouldn't speak up for myself. And you may be dealing with this as well in your life. If you are underweight, if you're thin, if you're skinny, if you're scrawny, or just aren't comfortable with speaking up and standing up for yourself, I'm going to share with you how you can overcome that. Because I was always underweight. I only ate 1-2 meals a day, barely any food, very little protein, didn't have any muscles or anything. And I was shy. I lacked a ton of confidence. But I knew as of about a year ago, this is 10 years out of high school, probably like 14 years since that time. And I realized now that it was because I was so weak. I was so thin, skinny, scrawny, that I didn't feel I had the confidence to speak up for myself, because if it got escalated, I wasn't going to be able to handle it. I wasn't going to be able to deal with it. If a fight broke out, if it got physical, if it escalated, I wasn't going to be able to do anything about it because I didn't believe in my abilities, because I was so weak. And the majority of the time, the people would be bigger than me because it didn't take that much to be bigger than me at that time, because I was so small. But if you want to build your confidence, it's going to come from your physique. It's going to come from your physical body. If you feel that you lack confidence, I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. If you're a girl, you don't necessarily need to get strong and jacked and ripped, but you need to be confident in your body. Meaning you have to be in good shape. You have to be in good health. You can't be overweight. You can't be fat. You can't be out of shape. You're going to feel your best when you know your body is at your best. When your body is in the physical shape that you want it to be in, that's when your confidence is going to be at its height, because there's no denying it. If you have the body that you want and you're proud of that, and you can walk out to a beach and take your bathing suit, wear your bathing suit and be comfortable and confident in your body when you're looking around at all kinds of people who are just a disaster. Their bodies are just terrible. They don't eat the right food. They don't count their macros. They don't go to the gym. They don't exercise. They don't work out. They don't have clear intentions of what they want for their body, and they're not doing the work. Yeah, you're going to be levels ahead of them, not just physically, but in terms of mentality, because you're going to be able to show up for yourself because you showed up for you when it mattered in your physical body. By the fitness, by the routine, by eating the right food, staying away from the junk food so that you can get your physique on point to what you want. That is where all the confidence is going to come from. It's going to come from the constant implementation. That's what confidence is. It's the actions that you're taking. The work instills the worth. You're not going to get the worth without the work. You have to put in the work. That's where your confidence is going to come from, because you know you're doing what it takes and someone else isn't doing it. So that's where your confidence is going to come from, because you know that you're doing it and they're not doing it. And the results do the talking. The physical body can't lie. Look at someone's physical body. Do they have a six-pack? Do they have muscles? Are they in good shape? What does it look like? Is there love handles? Is there flubber? Are there tits? Is there a belly, a big gut? Weak arms? No muscle? What does it look like? You're going to be able to tell so much about that person, because keeping your body in great physique, great shape, you can't sleep on that. Like, that's not a joke. You have to put in the work every day. I go to the gym 6 days a week. You don't necessarily have to go 6 days a week. You can go 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. I've found that 6 days a week is the best for me, but you have to know what it is for you. I feel like it can't be less than 4 days. If you're doing less than 4 days, it's not enough. 1 hour a day is not that much if you really think about it. If you're awake from, so let's say 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., what is that? 15 hours? A 15-hour day, that's 1 hour out of that day is not that much. But 1 hour out of that day to go speak in front of a room, that's going to add up. It's going to compound. Same with the physical fitness. Same with your job. Same with your business. Same with your relationship. If you spend that 1 hour actively engaging in the activity and then applying the feedback loop to that area, how can I get better the next week or the next day? You're going to improve so vastly, so fast, that it's going to look like no one else is trying. But that's what it comes down to. If you want to build your confidence, you have to do the work. It's the actions that are going to build your worth. The work instills the worth. That's it. Period, point blank, period. The work instills the worth. Tell that to someone today. Go tell them about it. Hey, the work instills the worth. I don't really feel worthy. Well, what are you doing? What's the work that you're putting in? Well, you're not putting in the work that you know you should be doing to be the person that you want to be. That's it.